This section shares an example workflow for a 30-minute advising appointment. When it comes to establishing a standard of practice for your 30-minute advising appointments, we wanted to offer a glimpse at some suggested best practices and invite you to take a moment to plan your own. Conducting an advising session Conducting an advising session involves three parts: pre-session preparation, during session action items, and post-session follow-up. Let's walk through best practices in each portion to learn more about how to maximize your 30-minute appointment. Pre-session. Before advising begins, set goals for your advising sessions that can frame your focus and determine the outcomes of the conversation. A fall appointment may have different outcomes than appointments in the spring. Goals for fall first semester appointments include establishing rapport with the student and introducing your role, learning about the student's academic and career goals that impact curriculum decisions, i.e., study abroad, internships, pre-professional, early graduation, minors, etc. Reviewing experiential learning opportunities and My UofSC experience, showing the student how and when to register, assessing the student's commitment to the major, and making referrals to appropriate resources. Goals for spring, second semester appointments include developing, reviewing, and coaching the student through the plan for on-time progression towards degree. Explaining program curricula, using DegreeWorks, the Bulletin, and major maps. Overviewing specific college policies and procedures. Before the appointment, take a look at the notes and insights that already exist for a student. This includes 1. Reviewing the student's record in DegreeWorks and in any files your college may maintain. 2. Utilizing Self-Service Carolina to determine the student's registration status, including holds, registration time ticket, and more. And 3. Viewing the notes in EAB Navigate from prior advisement sessions. You'll also see referrals made for the student. Once you've collected insights from our technology platforms, gather your materials. This may include major maps and other advisement forms, college-specific information pieces, forms that require the student's signature. Preparing before the appointment will reduce misadvisement and lower the chances of a rushed conversation or a quickly developed graduation plan. During session. First, while it may be obvious, be sure there is a clock easily viewable so that you can keep track of time. You want to stay on schedule without the student feeling like their appointment was rushed or cut short. First 7 to 10 minutes. Establishing and building rapport is essential to the advisee-advisor relationship. Getting students to talk early sets the expectation that they are there to participate. Build a connection with a student, but keep in mind the goals you developed before the appointment. To start conversation, look for cues from the student and current events on campus. Does the student have any stickers on their book bag or computer? Is there an important event happening in your college or in the life of the university? Utilizing these cues can help conversation flow. Assessing the student's commitment to their major is essential to your advising conversation and the referrals that follow. To ease into the topic, choose a currently enrolled course that is a foundational course for their major. Gauge their interest in this course and ask the student to estimate a grade they would give themselves. If the student seems unsure, ask the question, "How do you feel about your major right now?" Throughout your conversation, remind students that this is their educational experience and that you are here to support them, provide information, and direct them to resources. Initially, students may struggle with being a participant in the advising conversation and lean heavily on you to tell them next steps. Before you move into course advisement, ask what else needs to be considered when choosing classes, i.e., credit hours for scholarships, study abroad, pre-professional, early graduation, ROTC, etc. It is up to the advisor to help the student see the finish line from the beginning. Next 10 to 15 minutes. Your initial conversation has helped you discover the context clues for what needs to be discussed. If you advise for a major that has flexibility in options of courses, now is the time to discuss those options. Advise the student for courses they should take while always giving ownership back to the student. Spend a few moments talking about the curriculum using DegreeWorks and major maps, and ask the student what courses they believe should be taken next. Prompt them with questions like, "Are you anticipating taking summer courses?" Or, "Do you find that taking 15 hours a semester is the right amount for your success?" In the first advising appointment with a student, it is particularly important that you show students how, when, and where to register for classes. If possible, have students log into Self Service Carolina and see their registration details. Last 5 to 10 minutes. This is a great opportunity to introduce an action item. Connect the student to one campus resource. Challenge them to use this resource and then follow up either in the next appointment or at an agreed upon timing. If you need to refer the student to another office, explain how this office will assist them and that they can expect to be contacted by the office. Encourage the student to reach out to the referral office directly as well. Before departing, show the student where to find a record of their recommended course schedule in DegreeWorks and how they can get back in touch with you. Post-session. Recording insights from the appointment is essential. In the peak of advisement, you may not be able to get your notes entered immediately, so be sure to allot time for notes entry in your schedule. Use the Advising Report function in EAB Navigate to record notes and observations during or immediately after the appointment. If you are referring the student, select Issue an Alert to submit the referral to the other office. You might also elect to take notes by hand as you talk with a student and devote the last portion of your day to entering notes in DegreeWorks and EAB Navigate. Sending follow-up emails reaffirms the value of your conversation. Have a follow-up email template saved in your Outlook account. If time allows, you may want to choose the Delay Send option so that the student receives it at a later time. This workflow has been proven valuable for advising sessions, and we hope it has provided insights that you can use in your next appointment. Please return to Blackboard and complete the quiz for this section. Once you complete the quiz with a score of 100%, you will be able to proceed to the next section.